Hello guys and welcome back to another video on my channel. Now today's video I'm going to be talking about the out of contract Luton Town players. Now I've already made this video and I did it 3 months ago when Graeme Jones was the manager, and I did it from his perspective and my thoughts at the time before lockdown, but my opinions have now changed and obviously we've got a new manager, so we may keep certain players which we weren't going to keep before. But before I get on with the video, guys, can we drop a like on this video? Comment down below your thoughts about the players which we should keep for next season. And of course, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. But also, guys, it came out today. Luton have got new kits for next season, and we've also got a new kit supplier as well. Rumours were going about that we were going to get New Balance, but it's come out that we have got Umbro. I'm not too fussed about who actually supplies the kits. I just want the kits to look nice. But I'm in love with the away one, if I'm honest. I really like it. I'm a massive fan of it, and that's something which I actually want. So ideally, I would like that for my birthday or for Christmas. So that's the one kit out of the 3 which I definitely want to have. The home kit, I think, will grow on me. The third one, I'm just not a fan of. I don't like the blue and purple, and I don't know why. The last few seasons, it has been blue and purple. I don't like it. I'd rather it be black, if I'm honest. I just don't like blue and purple. I don't get why blue and purple has any connection to do with Luton. If someone in the comments can let me know what blue and purple means to Luton, then fair play. But I don't know why we have blue and purple. But anyway, let's get on with the actual original video, and that's discussing which players I would keep for next season. So the first player which we're going to be talking about is Luke Berry. Now, I'm a massive fan of Luke Berry. I loved him when we signed him. He was a very good player at Cambridge, came to Luton, and he's taken the next step up in his career. You know, he's improved massively during his time at Luton. He's a hard-working centre mid. He runs his socks off. The injury which he got during his first season at Luton away to Colchester, he's recovered from it very well. And he is a good player, and I do think he can play Championship football. And since the restart, we've seen Luke Berry a lot more than we did with Graeme Jones. Nathan Jones, he trusts Luke Berry a lot. He signed him, and he has put in decent performances. You know, we've seen it in the remaining games of the season. Those killer through balls. Imagine if Luke Berry started a few games at the start of the season. Would he have done that and helped us gain a few more points? So for me, I would keep Luke Berry. 2-year deal. If we can't, then a 1-year deal. I think he's good enough for the Championship. So I would like to keep Luke Berry at the football club. And I do think Nathan Jones would like to keep Luke Berry at this football club as well. Moving on to the next player which we're going to be talking about is Jacob Butterfield. I like Jacob Butterfield. I don't have a problem with him. I think in the Championship, the style of football which we have to play, we like to keep the ball. Jacob Butterfield for me is perfect for that. He loves to keep the ball. He's very good at keeping the ball. And Nathan Jones did use him in certain games, but towards the end of the remaining games, he didn't really use Jacob Butterfield. I thought he's a good player. I still believe he is a good player, and I still believe he is Championship standard. But because he hasn't played as much this season, I don't think we're going to keep him at Luton Town Football Club. And I don't think Nathan will like to keep Jacob Butterfield at Luton Town Football Club. I do believe we have an option in his contract which we can extend if we want to, but I just have a feeling we won't. And Jacob Butterfield is very similar to O'Kane, who we have signed in January. So O'Kane for me will just replace Jacob Butterfield. I don't think Jacob Butterfield will be a massive loss to us, but at the end of the day, I would like to keep him because he's good. Do I think we will? No, I don't. The next player which we're going to be talking about is Danny Hilton. Now, I thought Danny did okay during the remaining 9 games. At times, he should have got a goal. I remember the Huddersfield game, even in the Blackburn game, he had a really good opportunity to score. And the one problem with Danny is he needs a couple more chances to score. He isn't that clinical in front of goal compared to Collins. Collins, for me, is a more natural goal scorer, where Danny needs about 3 or 4 chances to score. And when you're in the Championship, you kind of don't get that. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Unless you're a really good side that create a lot of chances, then yeah, you're going to get those opportunities. Like Leeds, with Patrick Bamford, he takes 4 chances to score a goal. At Luton, I don't think you're going to get that. However, Danny Hilton is different to James Collins. He's a different type of player. He likes to hold the ball up. He gets in the heads of other teams. And I do believe that having Danny for one more year will be a good option for us, and I would like to keep Danny. He's had a lot of injury problems over the last 12 months, so I do believe he deserves the chance in playing in the Championship, like properly for a full season injury-free. But the question is though, will he remain fit throughout the whole season? And we also have to remember as well, guys, because of the pandemic, I don't see us buying players. So we are going to be going for cheap options. So will Danny Hilton be a nice cheap option to just have for one more year? I don't see why Danny Hilton would refuse a contract unless there's money problems involved. For me, I like to keep Danny, and I do think Nathan will keep Danny as well. So I reckon Danny Hilton will stay. The next player we're going to be talking about is Elliot Lee. Now, Elliot Lee, for me, since the restart, has been one of our best players, put in some really good performances. Nathan loves Elliot Lee. He's a player who Nathan can trust. Graham Jones can never trust Lee, and in my video 3 months ago, I did mention that Elliot Lee will go because Graham Jones does not like Elliot Lee. But Elliot Lee, since the restart, has done really well. He has shown that he can step up in the Championship, and yeah, I think we'll keep him. Nathan likes him. I like him. I like the fact that we've been playing him wide in that number 10 role. He's a player that can play in different areas of the pitch. So for me, I like Elliot Lee to stay, and I reckon Nathan Jones will keep Elliot Lee at the club too. The next player we're going to be talking about is Callum Mcmanaman. Now, I'm not too sure if he actually will stay. Now, Graham Jones brought Callum Mcmanaman to the club because they know each other very well. But the problem with Callum Mcmanaman is injuries. He isn't a player that can last 90 minutes. So this is going to be a massive problem. Will Nathan Jones like that? And for me, Callum Mcmanaman, he is an impact sub. And it's nice to have impact subs on the bench. So when they come on, they obviously create some impact. And we have seen that with Callum Mcmanaman. And he's also a different option to have. He can play wide, he can play up top, he's pacey. But like I said, it's the fitness, the injury side of things. Will he be able to overcome that? I don't think we'll offer him like a big deal. A 1 year deal wouldn't be too bad for him, but I don't think he would be at Luton Town Football Club, if I'm honest, for next season. I would like to keep him, but I don't think he will be at Luton Town next year. It'd be interesting to see what Nathan Jones thinks of Callum Mcmanaman, because he has used him, but not as much, especially in the last 3 games. So it'd be interesting to see what Nathan Jones's plans are for next season, whether or not he would keep Callum Mcmanaman. And the last player we are going to be talking about is Glenn Ray. If Glenn Ray does not sign a 3-year deal, then we are doing something wrong. For me, Glenn Ray is a definite player which we need to be signing. I can't believe it's taken this long. I don't know why he hasn't already agreed to a new deal. Maybe under Graham it was a different story, but under Nathan Jones, Glenn Ray and him, they know each other very well. I think Glenn Ray was one of Nathan's first signings at the club anyway. So those two players have a real connection with each other. So fingers crossed Glenn Ray signs for us. I love Glenn Ray. I think he's future captain of Luton Town Football Club, if I'm honest with you guys. Since he's came back into the side as well, he's had some really good performances. Without him, I think we would have done a lot worse. So for me, we have to keep Glenn Ray. I think him signing a long-term contract would be brilliant for the football club. So there you have it, guys. That is the end of the video. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Drop a like on this video if you did. Comment down below your thoughts about the players that are out of contract. Let me know which players do you think should sign for Luton and which players we should get rid of. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. Don't forget to follow me across all my social media if you haven't done already. And I'll see you guys in the next video.